Well. How are you? You probably have that same question for me. How are we? We are doing fine. I'm saying that because my wife and I have been getting several messages and inquiries about how we're doing. I guess what's happening in Bordeaux has hit the world stage, and this global warming is no joke. Forest fires are raging out of control, and people are wondering if we're safe in Bordeaux. Well, first of all, we are not in Bordeaux. That's a very important point. Why is that? Well, over the course of our year in France, and you might call this, I don't know, some divine intervention, we have felt the need to move. And so right now we live in Lyon, France, which is on the opposite end of France. And so by some divine providence, miracle, all that's happening in Bordeaux, we missed. The deal is this. There's a new school that my daughter is going to. It's an international school in Lyon. We have some family in Lyon. And also job prospects after my wife graduates with her master's degree are a little bit better in the city of Lyon. Lyon is the third largest city in France population-wise. And it seemed to be a better fit as far as future prospects for my family. And so I am actually in our apartment in Lyon right now as we speak. And that is to say, we hope and pray that everyone in Bordeaux is doing well. We had planned actually to go back to Bordeaux this week, pardon me, because we have to close out our apartment and all of that stuff. But we can't because the owner of our apartment lives in Arcachon, which is just a stone's throw away from all those raging wildfires. And so the owner of our apartment said, sorry, can't meet with you to exchange our keys. Basically, we want to survive. And so she's going to her country home, which is in the middle of France, and getting away from all of that. And we certainly hope and pray that she is safe. And so somehow we're going to have to close our apartment. Distance-wise, the scary thing is that my wife still has to go back in August to Bordeaux to pick up her permanent resident card. And I probably have to do that at some point in the future. Mine hasn't been renewed yet. But so there is still some business for us in Bordeaux. But for now, you just need to know we are safe and all is well. And so we're lucky. We knock on wood. We say our prayers every day. We give thanks for the blessing. And, it just worked out. We were supposed to be in Bordeaux until the 31st of July. But we said, we're doing the U-Haul thing in France. There's a service called City Drop. It's one of many services where you get like a truck and you bring your stuff down. And so we said, you know what? We better get our stuff to Lyon earlier just in case we need the extra time. And so we did 2 trips to Lyon like a week apart. The last one was on our 1-year anniversary, July 17th. So basically all of our stuff is already in Lyon. And so the only reason we need to head back to Bordeaux is to close out that apartment. There's a few things we need to get, a couple of things we need to clean. We want to try to make sure we get our full deposit back. But as a matter of fact, we had a car reserved for tomorrow. We were going to drive back to Bordeaux, but plans quickly change in light of safety. And so cancel that. But, say a prayer for the people of France. You haven't seen me on here in a while because it has been hot as hell. I mean, we are lucky to have a break today, but burning up in France. The best way to describe it is like you're like living in an oven, basically. And we are very lucky in that, we purchased a portable air conditioner. We have one inside our bedroom right now. We have found that when it gets so hot, sometimes that's not enough. And so we, occasionally go to hotels. As a matter of fact, my wife booked a hotel for 3 days this week because another heat wave is coming. And so, yeah, we are surviving in this heat, but please know that we are safe And there's no need for you to worry because we currently live in the city of Leon. And so all of the things, all of the forest fires, I downloaded an app, as a matter of fact, to see all of the forest fires going. I think there's 14 currently blazing out of control. But thoughts and prayers to all the people who had to evacuate, all the people that are still dealing with all of the devastation of global warming, because it's no joke. France is like the hottest place in the world right now. And wow, lucky for us. Thank you, dear Lord God. Everyone is safe. But thank you. Just wanted to give you that quick update for those of you that were wondering, for those of you that were worried. Talk to you soon.